Good morning. Welcome to Live with Chatty Cathy this cold Wednesday morning. What I wanted to talk to you today was about Quilt Market. I've had a lot of people ask me a variety of questions about Quilt Market, and they sort of get it confused with Quilt Festival and so on, so I kind of wanted to clarify that. And then I was going to show you what I purchased at Market and was able to bring back with me. So Quilt Market was established by a company called Quilts Inc. and they have two markets set up, and one is in the spring and one is in the fall. The fall one is always in Houston, and that's the one that I usually attend. The spring one is in a variety of places. The last year it was in Portland, Oregon. This next year in 2019 in May it will be in Kansas City, Missouri. Now I did go to one spring market in Kansas City, Missouri. It's usually a little bit smaller. And then Quilt Festival is what is open to the public. Quilt Market is for quilt shop owners, people in the industry like pattern designers, quilt bloggers, and that sort of thing. They can go. They do have to present different credentials to go. Quilt shop owners have badges that indicate that they are buyers, whereas the pattern designers and so on have badges that just state that they are industry professionals. This particular year I went down on Wednesday, and Thursday I spent all day in a business class. Friday, I think it was Friday morning, Friday all day we had what's called Schoolhouse. And what Schoolhouse is, they have a variety of classes all day long, and it's just like you are in school. You go to a classroom. There are, it lasts anywhere from 20, some are 20 minutes, some are 30 minutes. You get a whole schedule. There might be 15 to 20 classes in any given time slot. You pick which one you think you might be interested in. You go to that room. The person conducting the schoolhouse, they must start on time and they must end on time, because you only have 5 minutes to get from one class to the next class. And it runs pretty much all day till about 6 o'clock, I think. Then Saturday morning I went to another business class, and then Saturday, a little bit later on, Market actually opened. And Market is where you go in. Our suppliers are set up in booths. There's just lots to see. It's kind of crazy. There's lots of, and I'm sure if you watch Facebook or Instagram or any of that, you can see a lot of the pictures where it kind of gives you an idea. As a matter of fact, I think I posted a picture of Market before it was actually open and the vendors were set up, and I took it from the second floor looking down, and you can kind of get an idea of how massive that it is. So anyway, that's kind of how it works. Then Festival starts right after. Market ended, I'm trying to remember if it's Sunday or I think it's Monday. Market actually ends on Monday. Then Festival, then some of those vendors leave that do not sell retail, and others come, and sometimes they have to move them around. And then on, I think it's Wednesday night is a preview night. Then Festival starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So that's for the public, and they have classes too. So if you ever want to take a class from somebody that you've heard of, there's a whole schedule of that you can sign up and take classes. I thought it would be fun to do some year if I ever get the time to do that. But that's kind of the rundown. I've had people ask me, do you buy and bring things back? Yes and no. I usually personally do not buy a lot of fabric at Market for a bunch of reasons. Number one, time. When you sit down and you have appointments with a lot of different vendors, it does take a lot of your time away from walking the floor and being able to check out other booths. That's one of my big reasons. The other one is it takes me too long to decide. I'm being a smaller shop, I just can't go in and just say I want all this, or I want this, or I want that. I sort of have to have a plan. And so that's the reason I usually do not buy fabric. I did buy a few bolts this time for a specific project that I had ordered the pre-cuts on, and I saw a quilt that I really liked in person, and then I went back and I did buy the yardage to go with it. I usually like to look for new things, the gadgets and the patterns, and visit the booths like that. And this year I only stayed one day for market. I came back Sunday morning because I had to get back. But anyway, I was able to get some things, and I wanted to share those with you and bring them back. They've started, some of the vendors or some of the fabric companies have started setting up what they call pop-up stores, and they will have stuff that you can purchase, and that's been the last couple years they've been starting that, so I've been able to bring some things back. So this was at the Benartex booth, and this is called My Happy Place, and these are a couple fat quarter bundles, and this is really cute fabric. It's sewing related fabric. I don't know if you can see it. There's pretty thimbles on there. There's a tone on tone. There's a pretty yellow. These are buttons, by the way. Buttons, the green, and there's spools of thread, and the pinks. These are my colors. I really like these. Oh, and that pretty gray. That's pretty. So I haven't even really had a chance to go through and look at these. So we have a couple of fat quarter bundles. And we've got some layer cakes of that. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Then here's a line called, by the time I got to Benartex's booth, I didn't even realize they had stuff. I guess I must have got there late because they didn't have much left. This is called Homegrown. This is by Nancy Halverson. She's a wonderful designer. I really like her fabrics, and this looks like a really fun line. These are the layer cakes. And I thought I had some more. Okay. And these are the strip packs of that Homegrown line. And we've got some strip packs for My Happy Place, too. I think I kind of cleaned them out. I was probably the last one to get anything out of that booth, so I got what they had with things that I liked and I thought y'all would like. So there's that. Okay, let's see. We've got Wyndham. Now, Wyndham does not have a lot of pre-cuts normally because I called them. I've started getting in a line called Uncorked. It's a basic. I called them, oh, I don't know, a month or two ago, asked them if they had any fat quarter bundles of it, and I was told no. Well, lo and behold, I walked around the corner and I saw this massive mob of people inside their booth, and they had a ton of fat quarter bundles that they told me that they did not have. So I brought these back. Okay, this is a line of what I call neutrals. This would make a great background for a quilt, a pieced background with all these different neutrals. This is a great bundle. There are 30 SKUs in that. So now, just so you know, most of these I got one bundle. This is a once and done kind of thing. I just said they do not sell these otherwise. So if you want any of these and you see something, you better grab it. Okay, let's see. This is a line, let's see, there are 7 SKUs in here. These are white tone-on tones with, I think it's grays, and this one has some metallic in it. I don't know if you can see that. But these are real pretty low volume fabrics as well. Then, now this is the only one I think that I got duplicates of. There are 4 of them. This is Western fabric, and you don't find this very often. There are 6 fat quarters in this, and it is a line of Western fabric. Let me kind of fan through here so you can kind of sort of see it. There's some horseshoes and boots and hats, and this is a kind of a basic that goes with it. So anyway, we've got 4 bundles of that. I made 4 trips to my car because I could not carry all this. Okay, this is, and I have not even looked at this. This is a panel of Texas that they had, and I think I grabbed about 5 or 6 of these. And I'll open it up so you can see it. So all you Western fans, this is a pretty nice panel. And they were nice, and they had them all cut and put in bags and everything. I thought that was pretty nice. I guess because they were in Texas, they decided to bring the Texas ones, because I didn't see any other panels for any other state. All right, now they have a line called Bedrock, and I don't know how many pieces are in the line, but I bought what I thought was going to include everything that they had. And they have these separated kind of by color families, so I'll just kind of lay them out here. Let's see if that's all of them. Oh, here's one. So it looks like, without digging here, I think that's all of them. Of those, yeah, I think that's all of them. These have a variety of numbers in. This one has 7, this one's 14, this one's 8, so they kind of divvy them up kind of odd. But if you like this is a great blender, and it's called Bedrock, but I only got one of each one of these. So that's this one side. Oh, forgot to show you that one. So I think that incorporated everything from that line. Okay, now this is the one that I wanted to get them in. This is from the line called Uncorked. It has a little bit of gold metallic in it. We just love this. There's about, I don't know, I think 25 in the line, and there's some bundles from that. And then here are some, okay, I lied. I've got 2 of these white ones. I'm sorry. I don't even know what I got. I just thought those were nice. Okay, then we've got a gray bundle of small prints of fat quarters. And then here's some blues, light blues. And these are, this looks like, this has some honeybees, yellows, oh, butterflies. There's some butterflies in there. And some sunflower type fabrics. This is called the Butterfly Dance. There are just four fat quarters in that one. So if you need a filler or something, those might help. And then here are some kind of like turquoisey blues with some more butterflies. Butterflies must be the thing this coming year. And then we have a couple of black and whites, different black and whites. And here are more Texas panels that I brought back. Okay, and I try to get to this booth because he always, or he has had a pop-up store, but I really wasn't extremely excited about what he had this year, so I don't know if I just missed it or what. But these are black and white, some of his black, this is from Patrick Lose. And these are the 10-inch square packs. There's 42 in it. There's a lot of fun black and whites and sort of some grays in those. This is called Tuxedo. And then I brought some of his pinwheels back that he calls his pinwheels. There are 40 pieces in those, black and whites. Got 4 of those. And then a couple fat quarter bundles. This one's called Razzle Dazzle. A lot of fun brights in that. And then this one is called Wonky Dots. And that's a fun one. They each have 20 in those. And that's all I got from his booth. Okay. All right. Now, we are a fan of Block Party Studio. They do panels, and if you come in, you'll see we've got the cancer panels, we've got quilt label panels, we've got, what else do we have? We have a cross with a panel in it. They have a brand new pattern. It's based on 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind. They have a new panel with a new pattern. It's like a stained glass look. I have not even had the opportunity to open that to see how that's made or anything to even tell you. Then, now this one isn't new, but they did change the cover of their pattern, and I'm glad because the other one I didn't think was very pretty. This one is the Comfort of Psalms panel. And we have had this done up in the past. We'll probably do another one. Then this is another new one. It says it's called Give Thanks, and it's a butterfly. I really don't care for their choices of fabric. I think that could be much prettier. Got that one. There's some more of those. Okay, and then we've got the, I'm not sure, I got some panels. Let me open these. I'm not sure which one this is. We bought a package of panels in the whites and the creams. This is the Love is Patient, Love is Kind panel that you could make extra of those. That's kind of what I thought. So we've got those. And this is this is the Comfort of Psalms panel. This is a pretty popular panel, so we've got those, a whole bunch of those in the natural colors and the whites. All right. Oh, these are from Paintbrush Studios. These are just little fat quarter bundles. There are 8. I think there's 8 in there. And I don't know if you can see it. These are really cute. These are little monsters. This would make a really cute little blanket for a toddler. So we've got those. This is all they really had in their booth. They had solid packages, but I didn't want the solids, so this is about all they had. Okay. Then I got some patterns, some new patterns. And I don't know, some of you may be familiar with J. Michelle Watts. She is from New Mexico. I love her stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of it just will not go in this area of the country, but she did have some new ones out that I really, really, really liked. This is called Faith, Hope, and Love. You can do them separate, like this. You can put them together vertically or horizontally and make it a wall hanging. Then this is another. It's called Cross Your Heart. It's a jelly roll friendly quilt. So I've got that pattern from her. And and then she has a Christmas tree jelly roll pattern that's really cute. Okay. All right, then we've got some little patterns. These are from Fabric Cafe. They are 3-yard quilts, and they're ranged in size from 43 to 46 inches wide or so to 58, 59 inches long, or 60. Here's one at 61, all with 3 yards of fabric. And so if you have some fabric laying around and you just don't know what to do with, this might be an alternative to use up some of those 1-yard pieces that you might have bought. So we got quite a few different ones of those, and I've seen some of these made up and they're very pretty. And then she also has a couple of books out. Here, this one's called Easy Peasy 3-Yard Quilts. And then I think this is her newest one. It's called Fast and Fun 3-Yard Quilts. So that's kind of her expertise, is putting together patterns that utilize just 3 yards of fabric. And I think there's information in maybe both of them, I can't remember, on if you wanted to make them bigger and make them a little bit larger, how to go about doing that. And so that's all I have to show you. We did order a bunch of things, a bunch of notions and that sort of thing that are not in yet. There's one big thing that I'm going to actually order today, and when I get that, I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to show you, but it'll probably be a few weeks before it comes in, but I'll be sure to demo that for you. With that, I guess that's all I have today. Thank you for joining me here at Live with Chatty Cathy.